Some military families believe oil tanks below military housing in South Carolina caused cancer in their children. They say at least 13 children who lived on or near the Laurel Bay military housing community are sick with cancer. The Marine Corps is studying the potential contamination, and the tanks have since been removed. Laurel Bay is made up of more than 1,000 homes near the Marine Corps Air Station and Paris Island bases. Anna Werner is near that housing community in Beaufort, South Carolina. Anna, good morning.
Good morning. This is one of the homes where one of those military families used to live. It's just a few miles from the Paris Island base. But some of the families who used to live in this area are now asking whether there could be a relationship between where they lived and their child's cancer, including one woman who took to the internet to alert others.
So this is our daughter, Katie. She was 6 years old when this picture was taken.
Amanda Watley's personal story has been viewed nearly 50,000 times on YouTube, describing how she nearly lost her daughter to leukemia.
We are fairly confident that had we not taken her to the emergency room that night, that she would have died in her sleep.
But hers wasn't the only case. 3 years earlier, the 4-year-old son of a friend, Melanie Stonici, also was diagnosed with leukemia. Both families had lived in Beaufort, South Carolina, in the vicinity of the Laurel Bay military housing complex. Their children born less than 2 months apart.
What a coincidence it was for both of us who were pregnant at the same time. Our husbands were stationed in Paris Island at the same time. We had lived in the same area.
So the two mothers did some research and soon learned there had been environmental contamination. Some tanks buried near those Laurel Bay homes used for heating oil had leaked. Online, the Marine Corps says when it started removing the tanks in 2007, it found some petroleum product had escaped. The Corps says it has taken steps to clean up the sites and that its soil gas tests so far are within acceptable limits. But Watley and Stonici fear a known carcinogen in heating oil, benzene, which can cause leukemia, may have made their children sick. They say 11 other families who live near the base also have children with cancer. And of 8 of those families reached by CBS News, 5 confirmed their children were diagnosed with leukemia. Pediatric oncologist Dr. Bang Fu treated Melanie Stonici's son, Roman. He says exposure to benzene can increase the risk of cancer.
In recent years, there is accumulating evidence that it can also increase the risk of leukemia in children.
The Marine Corps is now doing a study of potential health hazards at the base and at military housing and says our goal is to remain as transparent as possible throughout the process. These two moms say they support the military's efforts, but believe that study is taking too long.
I could not, in good conscience, stand back knowing that other children are being diagnosed. Our husbands have sacrificed years of their life serving our country. At the minimum, they should feel safe to leave their families and homes that are safe.
Now, the Marine Corps base commander has said that if he learns of any definitive cancer link, he'll inform residents right away and take immediate action. He's also planning town hall meetings for tonight and tomorrow night to answer residents' questions. Meanwhile, Melanie's son Roman has been in remission for a little over a year, and Amanda's daughter Katie had a bone marrow transplant. She's hanging in there, Gail.
But the good news is they're alive. Nobody works harder than a parent on behalf of a sick child.
That is so true. That is so true.
We'll go to the ends of the earth to figure it out.
I hope they find out the answer.
Me too, Nora.